Time to make a video! Good morning, everybody. How are you? Welcome. I think we're going to review some stuff today that I have in my case. Some breathing tools, some buzzing tools. But first, we need some coffee. Let's go do that. Alright, everybody. This video is going to be about warming up breathing and buzzing. So I'm going to take the old breathing tool and we're going to try to keep the ball at the top. This thing is called the Breath Builder. You can find these on Amazon. Some people like to affectionately refer to them as breathing bongs.
Oh no, I'm really kind of a lightweight.
But I believe the technical term is Breath Builder. So search those up. It's a good way to open up your lungs, and it definitely creates that O shape that I always talk about, that feeling both on the in and the out. And then the part where the ball is at the top is so that you learn how to keep your breath flowing without like a pause or a hitch between in and out. And that is really helpful. So just taking that one lesson from what the ball is doing, when you're breathing and you're going into your exhale, see if you can kind of keep that continuous feeling, the seamless feeling is really cool.
And that's one to grow on.
All right, next up I have my 6-liter breathing bag. So I'm getting pretty full there, and one of the benefits of this is that you can actually see how much you're filling up. Just seeing it visually helps you recalibrate and take a deeper breath. And so that feeling is really also kind of like a muscle memory type of feeling when you breathe that deep and you know you have all the liters of oxygen you can possibly get. And there's sort of like a physicality to that feeling that is kind of helpful to be able to recognize that. I'm just going through the bag of tricks here. So this next thing is, I don't even know what this is called, but I got this from maybe Amazon. It has like a resistance dial in it. So if I loosen this or tighten this, it provides more resistance. It's like a little mouth guard. I'm definitely feeling that more of like a workout in my abdominal area. The diaphragm is kind of being stressed to take the breath in, especially when you've added more resistance. So I'm going to actually loosen it a little bit. Definitely makes you work for your breath. You could actually do the same thing with the Breath Builder if you cover the holes on tops. I would say it's not quite as strong as this thing. So if you kind of like a little bit more of a workout, I don't know how much a workout is necessary, but it definitely is good for training the muscles, and it kind of like targets that feeling down low to know like what muscles are actually being used when you're breathing.
Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
All right, the last thing in my bag of tricks, I got this from Greg Spence's Mystery to Mastery, I think. He sent this whole setup with a bunch of different tools, and this is something I guess you're supposed to wear as a necklace, but I just use it like this, and you take the breath in. And it's supposed to kind of give you the shape of your inhale. So you can do this with any piece of, I guess, plastic. This is something that I'm sure he just bought at a hardware store and drilled a hole for the necklace part, but you can literally go to any hardware store and get something that's about this size. And remember that the diameter of this is sort of supposed to mimic the size of your windpipe. So you don't want to be so big when you're taking a breath in that you're creating kind of a funnel situation with the air. You don't want to be too big in front and then it needs to like shrink down to the size of your esophagus. You kind of want to take your breath in at the same shape as your throat, so that that's more of a wind path that has no obstacles. So that's why this is this shape. Okay, and that's a good tool to have too, kind of just another reminder about shape.
Oh yeah!
All right, I know a lot of people have strong opinions about lip buzzing. I don't like to free buzz without a rim.
No, man. That's where you're wrong.
I use this thing called a cutaway, this is just a 1C mouthpiece with the mouthpiece cutaway, literally, and put that on my face. And I like to just kind of let the air start the buzz. So I'm not trying to like force the lips to do anything that they wouldn't normally do if I was buzzing a mouthpiece. So I make my shape. You can hear I started with the air. I wasn't actively like pushing to make a buzz. So it's because of the shape on the lip that buzz is going to happen. So that's what I use that for. I love that. I feel like when you just free buzz itself, you're kind of using a little bit more muscle than you probably would if you were playing the trumpet or a mouthpiece for real.
No, man. That's where you're wrong.
So here you can kind of move around and it just feels fairly effortless, and the vibrations start to happen. All right, this next thing is for actually buzzing on the mouthpiece. This is something a lot of people maybe are getting on board with. This is called the FlowPartner. And the FlowPartner comes from, I think, Norway or somewhere. And this is a buzzing tool. You put it in here, and there's a little resistance dial. And I usually open it all the way, so it like can come off. But I'm like 1 or 2 turns onto that thing. So that way it feels like the most open. But if you did want to close it down, you can do that and you get much more resistance. There's a nice kind of like easy resonance to it. You know, what you're blowing against feels kind of natural and like not too much. And if I closed it down, you can hear the difference. This is way past what I would normally do, but just for an example. So it's a little bit quieter. I feel like I'm kind of up against something much more than the open way. This is a great little device, probably similar to, if most people are familiar with the BERP or stuff like that. I for some reason, I like this. I like the grip on this. There's a nice sort of hand position, kind of like those things people used to put on pencils, like when you're a kid to like learn how to write, you know, or hold your fingers in the right way. So it's got that position kind of built in for you, and that's nice. So bonus points there for design. All right, next up we have the BERP Classic. I like this because it's not made out of plastic, and so you get a little more resonance in the buzz. And the design here is you're supposed to be able to put this into your lead pipe, but I use it like the FlowPartner, so I just kind of buzz on the device. That has, compared to FlowPartner, a lot more resistance. It feels like the closed part of the FlowPartner. So if you like more resistance, you know, this is probably going to be more of your speed. You can adjust it like the BERP that everyone has, the plastic one. And if you did put it into your horn, I'll show that in a sec.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
All right, now I got this BERP Classic in my lead pipe. Kind of feels like I'm playing a natural trumpet or something. It's like super long. So say I want to buzz a G, pop that in. And that's how that works. So there you go. There's some good warm-up tools. I think a couple of those people are familiar with, but especially the FlowPartner people might not be aware of. And also the BERP Classic. So BERP Classic, it costs a little bit more, but it's kind of nice with the metal as opposed to the plastic. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a little overview of some sort of things in my case or in my bag of tricks as especially for warming up. It's nice to utilize some tools that help you get to your best breath and get to your best buzzing resistance quality that you prefer. I know a lot of people also just buzz straight up on the mouthpiece, and obviously that's cool too. Give this a thumbs up or go ahead and subscribe if you're into this kind of stuff, and I'll see you next time. Bye.